Hey guys, welcome to BMW blog and welcome to the state of Arizona. And today we're actually driving the all-new BMW X5 M. The one we have here, it's the competition model. So what does it mean? Well, it uses a 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo engine which makes 625 horsepower and 750 Newton meters of torque. That's a massive amount of torque, a massive amount of power for a super aggressive and sporty looking car. As you know, the BMW X5 M, it's based on the G05 X5 generation, but of course it gets the M treatment. So at the front, you can see the very aggressive styling, the front bumper with the large air intakes, a lot of blacked out elements that give the car a nice contrast, especially with the Alpine white. Of course, you're getting the large kidney grills here with the large openings behind it and the cooling. And again, if you move to the back, you'll see also the M diffuser with the quad turbo exhaust pipes specific to the X5 M. And because it's a competition model, it also gets a black badge on the boot. From the side, you will see the M Performance wheels, also specific to the competition model, along with the M Sport brakes with blue calipers. The car is going to the market along with the BMW X6 M, which uses the same engine, same architecture, same platform, and from what I've experienced today, they kind of drive the same. Speaking of the driving experience, I had a chance to go on those twisty roads in Arizona around Scottsdale, and what I can say right away is that the car has a lot of power. You can feel that immediately. We did a run from 0 to 62 miles per hour in probably less than 4 seconds, which is impressive. The official time is 3.8 seconds, and that's super, super quick for a car of this size. It weighs around 2,300 kilos, which is massive, but you really don't feel that while you're driving. The steering, it's also quite good, especially when you go into the MX Drive or the Sport Plus mode. You can adjust the settings on the steering and the suspension. It's an extremely stiff car, and even when you're cornering, you don't get a lot of body roll. You get a lot of feedback coming from the road, and sometimes you even forget that you're in a car of this size. Does it drive like a M5 sedan? Of course not. I mean, you're sitting quite high from the ground. It's an SUV in the end, and no matter what they try to do, you're never going to be able to beat the laws of physics. But it's a super fun car to drive, and especially if you want to get into the M brand, but you still want to have the practicality of an SUV, this is the right choice. The engine is quite marvelous, honestly. It's based on the previous generation, but they've done quite a few improvements, also mechanically, but also through the software. So there is a new ECU tuning, and you can feel that immediately. It's tuned to pull much harder. The acceleration, it's quite smooth, actually, so you don't get a lot of, pulling you back into the seat. So that's kind of fantastic when you're driving. Transmission, it's super, super smooth. It's the transmission that we know from the M5 and then the M8, and it's super quick, very precise, or you can actually use the shift paddles to do that on your own. Let's talk about the exhaust. So because we're driving the competition model, it has larger exhaust pipes, therefore the sound has been improved. So we've done a few runs with the car to see what it sounds like, and it's actually quite nice from the inside and outside the car. Of course, inside you're getting the active sound. You can control that, you can turn it up, so you don't have to use that inside the car. And if you go to the outside, you're going to be able to hear those, nice blurbs that you're getting from the exhaust, especially when there's a cold start, especially when it's in sport mode and the valves are quite open. So a sound perspective, it's likely one of the best sounding engines and exhaust system that BMW has today. Inside the car, you feel like you're sitting in actually a very premium automobile. It's based on the X5, but it has a lot of M touches. So, for example, the gear shifter, it's new and it's specific to the car. It's similar to the one in the M8. You also get the M Sport steering with the red M1 and M2 buttons, so that's kind of cool. And other than that, you're just getting a few, M touches here and there, enough to make the car stand out. The seats are fantastic as well. You're getting the side bolsters, and which are perfect, especially when you go on those curvy roads. So they're quite nice. The design on this particular one, it's got a beige and a black, two-tone look, and it just looks fantastic. Space-wise, really no surprise there. It's based on the X5, so plenty of room for 5 people and plenty of luggage. Let's talk about the brakes as well, because it's the competition model. You're getting the M Sport brakes, which are definitely an improvement over the standard ones. So you can feel that, especially when you need to brake hard. They just bite quickly, and it just gives you that confidence that you can go fast on any road. Of course, the tires help quite a bit. Those are the Michelin PS4S. They're quite sticky, quite grippy. So even when we're going into tight corners, you can feel them bite onto the asphalt. They're extremely grippy. And once again, it gives you that confidence that you can go faster without getting into trouble. Of course, the MX drive system works quite well, and that's exactly what you expect. We've seen it on the M5, we've seen it on the M8, and it just helps you probably get to higher speeds than you usually would without sacrificing any safety. In the end, it's still a very large car, so it's got the M DNA in it, but it's never going to be like a sedan or a smaller, a sports coupe. But if you're looking for an SUV that you can have some fun with and at the same time use it as a family hauler. So who's the X5 M for? Basically, if you're looking to have some fun on the weekends and you want to have that M DNA into your car, but you still don't want to give up practicality, then this is the car that you should try. If you're more adventurous and you want to get a slick looking car, then of course you can go with the X6M. It's pretty much the same packaging, just a different design. Of course, you're going to lose a little bit of space in the rear and also a little bit of cargo space, but it's also a quite fun car to drive. So once again, this is the all new BMW X5 M Competition. It goes on sale this spring and it's gonna be available worldwide. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and see you soon. Thank you.